to be very transparent with the audience. I interviewed Megan a few days ago, so you'll see me in a different shirt, but it's still amazing because she is like literally the most likable trainer I have ever met. So I'm going to share my recording of her that she was shooting today, so she couldn't make it live, but it doesn't matter because it's the same energy and you are absolutely going to love this. So stick with me, folks. We've got Megan Davies. Hold on. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to have Megan Davies on the call today. I want to give you a little background in case you're new to Beachbody and you don't know the history of this amazing trainer. She came onto the scene about 4 years ago when Beachbody put together a little reality show called The 20s, where 20 trainers from around the country were competing to become the next Beachbody super trainer. And out of all those amazing, amazing people, she was the crowd favorite. We are so happy that she won. She went on to create a program called Clean Week, so you've got to check that out. And now she's doing a little fun program called MBF, and we are on the verge of launch. I'm very, very excited because she's here to talk about her latest program. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Davies. Woo-hoo!
Guys.
I did it without dogs barking. So
it happens.
Megan, I love your background, and I'm sure you have lots to say about creating a program in a virtual environment during a pandemic. Carl told us a little bit a few weeks ago that you have taken Zoom to a whole other level, and I'm so glad you did because there's a little bit of Zoom fatigue going on around here. So you've done something. So a virtual fitness program, I believe you might be the first one ever to create something like this during the times that we're in. So how did it go?
It's been actually really incredible. I was really nervous at first, but this was not backup plan like A, B, C, or D. Like, we had to pivot so many times. The team did absolutely incredible in creating something new and innovative and making sure that people felt like they were really connected to the people on screen. So it's just, it actually is so much more than what I expected. As you guys know, when we first talked about this program, or when the sizzle came out several months ago, we weren't quite in quarantine yet. And so we were talking about the biggest set ever and the biggest cast ever. And that's when we started having to pivot because of quarantine and shutdowns and everything like that. So we're still taking all the precautions here on set. Me and the entire crew get tested for COVID every single week. And then we have our virtual cast, and the cast is absolutely incredible. They bring such an amazing energy that, I don't even think it matters if they're with me or at home. I think it brings something so unique and special because they are at home just like everybody else looking and watching the program. They're watching people do it in their living rooms just like they are. They're literally filming themselves in their own living rooms. So they're at home. And so when I'm talking to them, I feel like, it feels like I'm talking to everybody that's at home working out, and it just makes it really special.
The sample workout has been so exciting. I've never seen anything filmed like that before. And you're right, the home environment makes it feel like how we all feel at home, following you. And it's great. So thank you for that. I want to talk a little bit about the music because it's really cool. So how did you coordinate, and what was the genesis of that?
So the funny thing is we've been talking about this program, or what I was going to do in my next program, for quite some time. And so we had really narrowed it down to strength training because that's my background. That's what I love. If there's two things I love, it's lifting heavy and moving fast. So we kind of combine these things into one program. And then I'll never forget the phone call that Carl called me up one day and said, I think we need to switch directions. You have rhythm, right? And I think I had a heart attack because I thought he wanted me to do a dance program for a second. And nothing wrong with a dance program. I'm just not sure that I am the trainer for said dance program. So I had a little bit of a heart attack, and Carl was like, no, I'm challenging you to set this program to music, a traditional strength training program to music. And I had never taught to music before, so I was still like a little like, how is this going to go? But at the beginning of the year, I learned how to teach to music. I set the entire program to music. And while it was a challenge, it has added something absolutely amazing. I think it's brought my own training for myself up to a whole new level because it keeps you honest. It keeps you on a pace. It keeps you on a beat. There's only so much rest time, and you can't have any more rest time than that because that music's going to start and you're going to have to start moving again. And the music is absolutely incredible. Jesse Blake made the music, and he just crushes it. You guys have seen him in the past several programs making music, and this music is no different. It's absolutely incredible. So I was incredibly thankful to have him on this project, and I think you guys are going to love it.
It's always funny when Carl asks you this rhetorical question. You have rhythm, right? Like, so do you need rhythm? Do you need to be coordinated to do this program? I mean,
so we have traditional strength training, like I said. So, I don't think anybody needs rhythm per se, because like I said, like I would not be the trainer for the dance program for sure. But it is traditional strength training. So if you can do a squat, if you can bench, then you're going to be able to do this program. Just make sure you follow the beat and follow me, and you'll have everything that you need.
okay, so it's actually two programs, MBF, MBFA. Can you talk about the two and how they work together?
Yep. So we created 2 3-week programs that are designed to be done back to back. They really work in a synergy. And, we did separate the 2 programs because if somebody is maybe just getting started, then maybe they do want to hit MBF a couple of times before they go into MBFA. But one thing I want to make clear is that MBFA is that next step up. And I know sometimes we see the word advanced and immediately we think, well, that's not the program for me. I can't do that. And I will tell you, we'll talk about the test group in a little bit, I hope. But, I'll tell you, I've had people of all ages and shapes and sizes do this program and advance into MBFA after the first round of MBF. So I get you ready. I get you prepared for MBFA, and then we just take that little step up. So yes, it's 2 programs, but really designed to be done back to back. I want you guys to really think of this almost like a 6-week program where we kind of ramp you up. And then when you're done with MBFA, I would want you to even come back to MBF and not necessarily cycle one or the other.
Well, I think after 3 weeks of doing it almost every day, you're almost advanced now. You know what's going on. Okay. So why don't you take us through the workouts? What are they like? How long? How many? And I'm sure you've been talking about this whole week, but we're going to do it here on the National Wake Up Call.
For sure. So MBF, those workouts are 25 to 35 minutes. And like I said, I told you that MBFA is just that next step up. They're 5 minutes longer. You can do 5 minutes more of working out. So we take it up to 25 to 40 minutes with MBFA. And so you're going to have 3 kind of more traditional strength training days, which are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I put lower body day 1 on Monday because to me, that's the hardest day. I like getting it done and out of the way on Monday. Wednesday is going to be upper body, and then Friday we have a full body day. Tuesday and Thursday, we have what's called a core circuit day. That's where we do cardio and core. And then at the end of those workouts, we have something called an AMRAP, which is as many rounds as possible. So through those core circuit days, you're going to learn a couple of different moves. At the end of the workout, they create like a little list, 4 exercises and a certain number of reps to do. And you complete that list as many times as possible within 4 minutes for MBF, within 6 minutes for MBFA. So you cycle through as many times as you can. And so every week, that AMRAP is going to stay the same. The rest of the workout might change, but those moves are going to stay the same. So you can try to meet it or beat it week to week, which is not only fun for a personal challenge, but also fun just, to challenge people in your group and to challenge each other and to get excited about, beating that score every single week. So everybody has had a lot of fun with the AMRAPs. And so that brings you through Friday. And on Saturday and Sunday, we have shorter workouts because I know when it comes to the weekend that's when all the excuses come up or just the things to do. We get busy on the weekend with family and events and things to do. So we made these workouts very short. They're short, sweet, and super sweaty. They're really powerful. In fact, the Saturday workout is called Power Ignite. And you guys got a sample of this in the sample workout, which was every minute on the minute. Those are your Saturday workouts. And so every minute on the minute is when I give you a certain move to do, a certain number of reps of that move. And at the top of each minute, you complete it as fast as possible. And I do cut you off at 40 seconds. If you haven't completed all the reps in 40 seconds, I do want you to rest that last 20 seconds. So there can be room for you to improve and get all those reps done within that 40 seconds. But then you have 20 seconds of rest at least before you go again on the next minute. And if you finish before 40 seconds, then you just get more rest time. Who doesn't like more rest time? So the faster you get done, the more rest time you get rewarded with, basically. Like I said, short, sweet, super sweaty, to the point, get in, get done, get on with your weekend. And then on Sunday is our dynamic recovery day. Again, 25 minutes, working on mobility, stretching, recovering. I always tell people that when we're working out is when we're breaking down muscle. It's when we're recovering and resting and sleeping and having that good nutrition that our body starts building back up stronger. So you definitely don't want to skip that Sunday workout either. So that's kind of the overview. And then we just take it up a notch through MBFA. You have something called Megan minutes at the end of each block, which are going to be heavier weight training intervals to just really amp it up and give you even more results through MBFA. So I'm super excited for you guys to try all the workouts.
I'm very excited. I was thinking about the times, how you said 25 and then it goes to 40 minutes. And it's like people used to complain that they had no time. They've got the time now. So this is your time, the moment.
Absolutely.
You had a coach test group, and we're very excited because success starters are now part of coach test groups. So another way to push to be to achieve Success Club, 3 out of 6 months of your business, coaching business, when you first start, you can be part of a test group. Can you tell me how that went? And do you have some examples to share of what happened?
Absolutely. So, I've had a lot of test groups go through now, not only the success starters, but we had our initial test group that had started back in February. So I've had probably close to 500 people go through this process. And I do love, especially that it was success starters that were my kind of coach test group, because I love that Beachbody makes sure that you're not only being rewarded when you're at the top level, but you're also being rewarded as you're just starting out your business. You're being rewarded as you're, building your business. They make sure to include everybody in this process and reward everybody that's working hard to change people's lives. So it was really cool to get to work with some of the newer coaches. And we had some elite coaches in there too, which shared their knowledge with the newer coaches. But I thought was really cool that, they got that like personal training and that one-on-one time to learn about building their business. And then them just going through the workout. We talked about the pandemic, obviously, and how that's changed so much about what I'm doing, but also takes a toll on how everybody is getting their results, because so much is going on at home that we're not usually used to. Day-to-day life can be hard enough, and things pop up that are unexpected and that derail us from taking care of ourselves. And that has just been escalated. And there's a lot of anxiety and unknown going on right now. And so I was really worried about how everybody was going to handle it. They handled it with flying colors. I shared a motto that I have just been using with them, which is despite all obstacles. Since the beginning of the year, I just felt like we would take 2 steps forward to get knocked back, 1 to 2 steps. And it seemed like a struggle at first, and just getting through this time in our lives. But I decided, you know what, despite all obstacles, like I'm going to keep moving ahead. You know, I get to choose what kind of attitude I have moving forwards, and I'm going to choose a positive attitude, and I'm going to show up every single day. So I shared that with the test group, and they took it and they ran with it, because we had people losing weight, losing inches, but gaining confidence too. I can't tell you how incredible it is to see people that come into MBF unsure of what their body is capable of and leave MBFA like, wow, I just did an advanced program. My body was capable of it. I was capable of so much more than I thought of. So yes, weight lost, inches lost. I had, a few people continue after the 6 weeks. And so in 18 weeks, we saw somebody lose 60 pounds. And I'm going to be showing those before and after soon, because she did absolutely amazing. And she really stayed dedicated to the workouts, to the nutrition, and just focusing on herself a little bit. So I'm super proud of all of them.
That's impressive. So MBF stands for muscle burns fat. So how did that translate? I mean, how did you talk about it in your test group?
So MBF, yes, stands for muscle burns fat. And, like I said, my background is strength training. I got started very young, falling in love with strength training. I was a fitness and figure competitor for 13 years. So it's definitely my background and what I love to do, lifting heavy. So I knew that that's what I wanted to incorporate into this program. And I think for a lot of women, they're concerned about lifting. They don't really know what those results are going to look like. And the thing about building muscle is we're going to build up that metabolism. So as you start adding muscle to your frame and your body, your metabolism gets fired up. You're burning more calories, not only during the workout, but just in day-to-day life, because muscle requires more calories and more energy just to exist. So all day long, you're going to be burning more calories as you build that muscle up. And that's really where we were going with this. We wanted the name to imply right from the beginning that we're building muscle to burn fat, to, give you the results that you're always looking for. Yes, you're going to get results in those 6 weeks, but I also want you to be able to maintain those results in the future. And so building muscle is going to help you do that in the best way and the easiest way going into the future. So don't be afraid of those weights.
At the beginning of this whole pandemic, we were doing things like puzzles, and I was even hula hooping. I was even jump roping. You were pulling out all the toys out of the garage, right? And you've taken the jump rope to a whole new level and incorporated it in this program. So please talk about bod ropes.
Yes, so this is our new piece of equipment. The bod ropes are the cordless indoor jump rope. I wish I had some with me right here, but they have a weighted handle to them, a short cord, and then there's a foam ball at the end just to make sure that it can have that, capability to feel like a real jump rope. These are great for all levels. It's just not that realistic for many people to be able to jump rope inside their home and work out from home with a jump rope, just from space constraints, from being worried about hitting something or someone in their house, being worried about smacking themselves occasionally, because that always happens with a jump rope. So for a beginner, this is great to kind of learn the timing of jumping rope, of making sure you're able to modify if you need to very easily, and getting you moving with that jump rope. But also it's great for advanced, because when you pick up these bod ropes for the first time, you are going to realize if you're able to regular jump rope, you're going to realize with a regular jump rope that one hand is doing like 90% of the work and the other hand is mostly like just hanging out. And when you put that bod rope in your hand, all of a sudden you realize like your non-dominant hand is not doing too much. And so it's great for coordination. It's great for speed work if you're more advanced. So it definitely takes your training up to a whole new level, and something I was really excited to add to this program.
That it's reduces your chances of tripping. So I like that. That's awesome. Okay. We're almost at the end here, but the training boot camp group. So can you talk about that, which is the hashtag MBF VIP training boot camp group? There, I said it so you don't have to name the whole thing. Can you talk about it?
I know, I just call it my my coach group at this point, VIP, virtual, I don't even know. But it starts on the 7th. It's for all coaches to really get a feel of this program before the program launches for your customers on July 27th. So you're going to be able to go through all 3 weeks of MBF and really get a feel for this. And I know some people have been worried about not having their bod rope because the challenge pack goes on sale on July 7th and gets shipped out on July 7th. So don't be so worried about that. All right. Yes, the bod rope is going to add an incredible next level to these workouts, but just air jump rope, just mimic jump roping for now until you get that bod rope. It's only going to be for a few workouts and then you're going to get your bod rope and you're going to be ready to go. But don't be so concerned about that. Get started, get moving. You're going to have amazing results no matter what. And I'm going to be in that group with you guys every step of the way. I will say that is my favorite part. It was my favorite part, being with the success starters and helping them with their form and their questions about the program. I love being involved with you guys. So I'm going to be in there a lot and interacting with all of you every step of the way. And yeah, we're going to do these workouts together and get you guys moving.
Awesome. So you can join that Facebook group now before it officially launches tomorrow, July 7th, and it runs the entire 3-week coach exclusive window. The name again is #MBF VIP Training Boot Camp Group. You'll find it. Once you start doing #MBF, you'll find it. Nutrition. I just wanted to add a thing because right now we have a super duper, challenge pack, completion pack, best value offer, which is the 2B Mindset and the Ultimate Portion Fix digital nutrition programs, plus the first 30 days of the Nutrition Plus membership, plus the 2B Mindset tracker, plus the portion control containers. I mean, there could not be a better time to get people into this total solution value pack for launch. So can you talk a little bit about nutrition in how it worked with your test groups?
Absolutely. And yeah, I was incredibly excited to hear about this challenge pack with both included. And it is so important through this program, through any program. You guys have definitely heard you can't out-train a bad diet 100%. In order to gain muscle, we need to be fueling our bodies appropriately. And so having access to both programs is absolutely incredible. Everybody in the Success Starter test group picked either UPF or 2B Mindset, and we've had incredible results from both programs. And I think back to when I was first getting started into fitness, I started working out, but I really didn't know about nutrition. And so as I learned and kind of picked up things here and there, I really wish I had these programs available to me back then. This is exactly what I would have needed when I was getting started to really get the best results possible, the shortest amount of time as possible, because they're so intuitive. And so people have been asking me, well, which one gets the best results? Which one should I have my MBF groups doing? And since they have access to both programs, I say whichever one is going to, fit into their lifestyle the best, I've been saying. Because there's nothing worse than trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, forcing somebody into something that they're not quite comfortable with, that doesn't quite fit into their lifestyle. Because especially with nutrition, I'm not so worried about, the 6 weeks when they're doing MBF. I want them to find a nutrition program that they can follow forever, that's going to give them those long-term results and long-term success. So if they find that program that really speaks to them and to what they need, that's how they're going to get the best results. That's how they're going to continue on this journey and not feel like, it's not quite working for them. So talk to your customers and get an idea of, what you think that they might like, and then kind of give them some recommendations. But they have the option to now look into both programs, make the best decision for them. And that's just so incredible to me. The biggest challenge pack value ever, for sure.
You have such a great outlook, and from the challenges that you've been faced with in the last few months, you have certainly risen to the occasion. So I applaud you. I congratulate you on the eve of launch. I'm really, really happy for your success. Anything else that you want to share with our coaches on the call?
I just want to like thank you guys so much. You know, not only you guys have been so supportive. I never have to be nervous when I'm coming on a call like this or something like that, because the coach group in general is just such a supportive, positive community that, you know, I know you guys support me just as much as I support you, and I appreciate that so much. And also, I always say, you know, yes, as a trainer, I make the program, but you guys are bringing it out into the community. You guys are having that one-on-one interaction with people and making sure they're staying on top of things and staying on top of their nutrition and you know, teaching them about this program and the nutrition as they go along. You're making that change in their life. So just thank you guys so much for all the work that you guys do, because that's going to be my favorite part, is seeing those results, and those results are coming from your guidance and your support to your challengers.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and enjoy the launch. And we will be right here with you on that VIP Bootcamp Facebook page, whatever it's called. And thanks again, Megan.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
All right. Bye-bye. That was the interview that I did a few days ago. You know what? I'm going to end in just a second. I started this call by saying what successful coaches do, and that is they run groups consistently. And how exciting it is with this program to start a BOD group right now, today. Get ready for this incredible launch. Oh, and if you're scared about starting groups, here's the affirmation for today. Get out of your own way. Just make it happen. Get it done. It's going to be a fantastic launch. Congratulations to everyone that starts a group today. All right. Bye-bye.